Pre-recorded from Indianapolis, Indiana. My name's David. I'm going to jump right into it. We're going to start this video. I'm going to look over the NBA final favorites over the years. So ESPN Bet gave out this information saying that there's only been 6 teams that have been more favored than the Thunder in the NBA Finals. The most favored out of those teams was the 2001 Lakers at minus 2,000. 2018 Warriors was minus 1075. 96 Bulls was minus 950. 99 Spurs was minus 900. 2000 Lakers is who the 2000 Pacers lost to. The last time the Pacers made the finals, they lost to the 2000 Lakers. They were a minus 800. 2002 Lakers was minus 750. This year's Thunder team is minus 750, tied with the 2002 Lakers. That 2002 Lakers team swept the Nets. That was their third consecutive title. That had Jason Kidd, Kenyon Martin, and that white dude Van Horn, whatever. So don't you dare compare that Nets team to this Pacer team. That's disrespectful. The 2000 Lakers was minus 800, because the Thunder is good and they've been great. But outside the record, we just did the preview. It does outside the 80 wins that the Thunder have. It doesn't make sense to me for them to be this heavily favored. Maybe I'm drunk on the Pacers Kool-Aid, but I don't see the Thunder on that level. You're telling me Jalen Williams is Kobe Bryant now? Is that what it is? That's what you're trying to tell me? Jalen Williams is Scottie Pippen now? Is that what you're telling me? Get out of here. I'm not going for it, bro. No. Dude, we're going to talk more about it later, okay? Because I just saw that after writing the script for what we're about to cover now, okay? We're gonna circle back to this bullshit. So, this video is kind of a continuation of the NBA preview, but the NBA preview video is basically looking at the numbers, just looking at the data, right? With some quick feedback. I want to give more thorough commentary of why I believe the Pacers are going to win this. But I want to start with some more Jalen Williams talk because I didn't talk about him nearly enough, and he's the real X factor in this series. We know what SGA is going to do. We know what Halliburton and Siakam's capable of. Jalen Williams is, I feel like he's been up and down. I could be wrong. Thunder fans, feel free to correct me. Jalen Williams is the X factor. Because he bodied the Pacers in the regular season, but we only played them twice a year, right? And I'm really excited. I feel like that's what's going to be the key for the Thunder or the Pacers, however you want to look at that. He's the X factor for the whole entire series. Jalen Williams. That's just my opinion. As we covered in the preview, averaging 20 points per game. I don't know the points per game he averaged against the Pacers, but I promise you it was more than 20. He went crazy against us. And as we covered in the last video, one of the reasons I believe the Pacers are going to win this series is because OKC only has 3 players that averages 10 points or more. They only have 5 players that average 8 points or more. You could argue they have 6 players that average 8 or more because I forget which one. Was it Dort or somebody that averages 7.8? So whatever. If you want to split hairs, you could allow the argument. Okay, they got 6, whatever. But the Pacers have 8 players that average 8 points or more against the Nuggets 5 or 10. I'm really sorry. I lost my place. But my point is the Pacers have more scores, right? The Nuggets took the Thunder to 7 games with no coach. How did they do that? Spacing the floor. I mean, Miles' ability to hit the 3. Joker was cashing 3s. Okay, so the Nuggets took the main way the Nuggets took the Thunder to 7 games was the spacing the floor. You don't think the Pacers are going to space the floor and spread these guys out? Miles' ability to hit the 3, Siakam's ability to hit the 3. And so the Thunders have bodies and a bench. They got players who can get hot and get timely buckets, but they don't have any walking buckets after Jalen Williams, bro. The Pacers got walking buckets all over the place, bro. So yeah, and then the Pacers space the floor. Now, one of the Pacers' weaknesses, isolation defense. Consider who they were, though. We played Giannis, Donovan Mitchell. So OKC is not going to win this series because of SGA. If OKC wins the series, it's because they were playing team basketball. You need more than SGA and Jalen Williams to show up. You need your role players to play their role. And the Pacers' role players are better at scoring than the Thunder's role players are. And the Pacers are better at team basketball. That's why I think they're going to win. And so something I haven't really touched on yet is starting the video, like how favored the Thunder are. Thinking about what the Thunder's expectations. And, I'm excited to see how I'm excited to see how the Thunder handle the expectations as an NBA fan, even if the Pacers didn't make the finals. I'm curious to see how the Thunder is handling everybody's expectations of them to just automatically win the finals. Because, like I just said, they got bodies and a bench, but they're more defenders than they are scorers. And that's why they keep trying to make this defense versus offense, but I don't see it like that. Yeah, I just don't see it that way. So sure, okay, Thunder's the best defensive team. The Pacers are the best offensive team. But the Pacers can play offense and the Thunder can play the Thunder can play offense and the Pacers can play defense. So it's not that black and white. It's not that simple. Excuse me. Chet Holmgren is statistically barely better than Miles Turner. You got a 16-8 situation versus a 15-7 situation, right? Chet being the 16-8, Miles being the 15-7, 15 points, 7 rebounds. Although Miles' rebounds have gone down, but bear with me. Both of these guys block shots. Both of these guys shoot threes. I would say Miles is a better three-point shooter. I think Miles' experience, his particular journey, is going to give him an edge in this matchup over Chet Holmgren. You just look at the story of Miles Turner and this situation with him. If he matches up with Chet directly, I mean, they match up statistically in play styles, and Chet Holmgren's still a young man. Miles Turner's been in the league over 10 years or more. So you think of Miles Turner's story, this is tailor made. This storybook type shit right here. So Hartenstein and Caruso are the Thunder's next best scorers. Hartenstein and Caruso, the Thunder's next best scorers after their top three. That's not going to cut it. So like I said, it's not offense versus defense to me. The Pacers can play defense. The Thunder can score points. This is a clash of styles in a sense of SGA and Jalen Williams scoring all the points. Pacers don't care who scores points. We don't have any obligation to give SGA the ball. We don't have any obligation to make sure Halliburton or Siakam get their stats. Nobody's stat pad out here. Siakam ain't out here, and Halliburton and Siakam ain't out here averaging 20 shot attempts per game. Okay, I really think these teams' matchup is closer than people realize. I got my Pacers winning in 6, and I just told you why. So, I think more importantly, Rick Carlisle can't get enough praise. He's the one that came in and set this whole thing in motion. It's been his vision. That's why I compared him to a gardener in last video. He still has to plant these seeds. He's the one watering and everything, watering the plants. I expect us to win game 1 or game 2, but at least cover 9 points because even Allen Iverson won one game, right? I don't think you understand. Y'all don't understand. We ain't scared of you motherfuckers. Kick it. Shout out to rest in peace, Bernie Mac. The Pacers are a team you have to study film on. You can't just look at box scores or highlights and think you got the Pacers figured out. I'm not some casual that just happens to forget how OKC was getting written off by the same people saying Thunder in 5. what, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, before everyone's catchy Lakers or the Warriors or the Nuggets, before those guys were eliminated, OKC wasn't getting any respect until Tatum got hurt. So let's not act like the Thunder has been the people's champ for a long time now. Um, it was great. The Thunder was great last year too. For casuals who forgot or don't know, the Thunder was pretty good last year too. Okay, the Thunder's been the people's champ for not even 2 months now. So sure, they were favored by Vegas, but nobody was giving them no respect until Tatum got hurt. So y'all can cut the shit, cut the act. This minus 750. That's too much. That's over. That's what overvalued looks like. Overvalued. Thunder is minus 750. I guess Jalen Williams is Kobe Bryant now. You can't tell me that this Thunder team is the same 2000 Lakers team that took out my Pacers 25 years ago. I'm not buying it. I can't wait, man. I'll see you motherfuckers on the other side. I keep calling these series videos. We're about to find out if I'm going undefeated or not. I got Pacers in 6. This is the most confident I've been, or not confident. I feel like it's the most humble I've been since the first round. And the Thunder deserve it, but we're like, y'all keep sleeping on the Pacers. The more y'all count us out, the more dangerous we become. And I just can't believe that the Thunder are this favored, because outside the 80 wins, we go back and look at the stats and stuff, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. The isolation defense, that's more kind of like by design, like Giannis got his, but the rest of the team becomes stagnant. Jalen Brunson gonna get his, Cat getting his, but the rest of the team is becoming stagnant. You guys want to rely on these ball dominant guys, and and want to embrace the ball hog, and y'all forget that this is a team game, and the Pacers play team basketball, and I'm really excited for us to win. I think we're gonna do it. I'm confident and believe. Scooby Doo, Boosie Boo, SGA who? Pacers in 6.